New reports that a Massachusetts energy company that received millions of dollars in government loans has filed for bankruptcy. Beacon Power Corporation got $43 million, and this development comes just 2 days after the White House ordered an independent investigation into the Department of Energy's loan program. Well, joining us right now is Congressman Morgan Griffith. He is a member of the House Energy and Commerce Committee, which is already investigating a loan to a different energy company that went bankrupt. Thank you for joining us, Congressman.
Glad to be with you this morning.
So your committee was already investigating Solyndra, and just yesterday we hear that a separate company received this $43 million loan guarantee and went bankrupt. Beacon Power got the loan to help build an energy storage plant in upstate New York. That plant started operating in January. The loan was provided by the Treasury Department's Federal Financing Bank. Is this from the same fund that the Solyndra loan came from?
Yes, ma'am, it is, and we're very, very concerned about this and many other loans that have been made by the Department of Energy over the last several years, but particularly the last 2 days the program was alive. They lent out an additional nearly $5 billion in new loans, so we're very concerned about what they were doing and why they were doing it.
So the Obama administration gave 28 of these loan guarantees to green companies. And as we mentioned, the White House last week ordered a review of all of those loans made by the Energy Department. Are you expecting to uncover problems with some of the other 26 as well?
Well, we're certainly afraid that we will. We hope that we won't, but it looks like there's a lot of concern over several of these loans. We've already heard news reports on 2 or 3 others that may be in trouble, so we're very concerned, and of course we're paying close attention to what's going on with Solyndra as well, but we're also got loans going out as time goes by.
So there are 2 things going on. There's the White House review that was just announced late last week, and then there's the investigation being done by your House committee. At that committee hearing, the Energy Department Secretary, Chu, is now set to testify on November 17th. Now, the DOE was reluctant to allow an official to testify. What has changed?
Well, I think it's just that the concern is building up. It clearly was in violation of the law. When you read the code, it very clearly the subordination part was illegal, in my opinion, and many others' opinions who've looked at it. We want to find out why they did something that was clearly in violation of the law on that $75 million that they subordinated last February. And then why would you lend out so much money when the technology, according to Mr. Silvers, who testified in front of the committee earlier, the technology, while very good, was so much more expensive than what was already available on the market. And then ultimately they got caught by that, just kind of like, for those of us who are older, Beta and VHS.
Some Republicans are saying that the fact that the White House has now announced that they're going to have an independent review of the Department of Energy and its loan guarantee system is an indication that the White House is trying to distance itself from this scandal by letting the Department of Energy take the fall. Would you agree with that?
Well, it certainly looks like they want the Department of Energy to take the fall. But one of the things we've already discovered in some of the emails is that there were a lot of White House figures who were encouraging DOE to go ahead and make the Solyndra loan. And we want to see what they were doing on that loan in particular and who was putting pressure on whom and why, particularly last year, the subordination was allowed in violation of the law.
You know, we've got some Democrats now saying, you know, why are we only looking at the Department of Energy's loans to these green companies such as Solyndra? Why aren't we looking at the Department of Energy's loans to companies and other companies that the Democrats say have gotten even more sizable loans?
Well, I think we should take a look at all of them. The key is that, you know, there's some good prospects out there. Did the DOE find the right prospects to receive this federal money? And were they looking at it just from a standpoint of making a statement on green energy, or were they just trying to get the money out the door? And it's hard to tell at this point, but it looks like there was a rush to get green energy jobs, no matter what the cost to the American taxpayer. If they can cite us some company that's in trouble, that's got financial issues, that's filed bankruptcy in the other areas, we ought to investigate those as well.
All right, Congressman Morgan Griffith of the House Energy and Commerce Committee, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
Watching the markets here, she gives and she takes.